Now I would like to invite Dr. Indraneel Manna to address the gathering.
Live streaming is up.
Your Excellency, Dr. Hamid Karzai, the former President of Afghanistan, Dr. Abdullahi, the Ambassador of Afghanistan, located in New Delhi, my colleagues, Professor Harish, Dr. Tamle, and the host of organizers, including my own colleagues and very dear friends from IIT Kanpur, and most importantly, the ones who have come to participate in the occasion inauguration of Kanpur started its journey nearly 56 years ago. 1959, 2nd November, this institute was registered as a society,
Wirecast,
including in its formative days. From those initial days, in all these years, we have come a long way. We take pride in saying that IIT Kanpur is an institution which actually pioneered the science-based engineering education in the country as one of the finest institutions in the country and the whole world in the field of engineering and technology. Dear friends, I often make a distinction just to impress upon everyone that science to engineering to technology, at times we try to consider them in separate, independent, isolated silos, but actually they are all interdependent and complement each other. If science is raising a fundamental question as to know why, engineering is all about know how to convert that scientific knowledge into initiatives that can solve, actually translate into something what sells in the market, and that's technology. So from fundamental science to engineering to technology, it's a long way. It's a continuous process. It never starts, it never ends, and sees the light of application as a successful technology, only a few percentage. IIT system and IIT Kanpur in particular has over the years established three things about which there's never a question raised. The standard of education in engineering and technology, the level of research contributions and innovations in engineering and technology. I need to dish out all the names, but you're all aware of Kanpur alumni. Through certain mega initiatives, which would be all end-to-end solutions, complete engineering and technology solutions. The students are our mainstay. There is no denying the fact that we exist because of them.
This is a
and they are the biggest source of
Wirecast.
inspiration, innovation, and energy. Today's students are tomorrow's leaders. How do you convert them? How do you actually nurture them in a cradle which essentially deals only with the knowledge? And to they are in the field of cultural, in the showcasing and providing a platform for new innovations that young minds are pursuing in the field of engineering and technology. And we wish to actually not only showcase our own prowess, we wish to invite all our colleagues from all over the places to come and share their innovations and expertise. So Techkriti actually is a competition
This is a demonstration
with a
of
different
Wirecast.
taste, which are not just pure technology, but innovations bordering societal missions and benefits. Government of India, many of you are aware, today also is very keen to see such technology being realized at the grassroots level. Recently, the Prime Minister, the President, and the Minister of Human Resources
This
together
is a
launched a
demonstration of
program
Wirecast.
called Impacting Research, Innovation and Technology, and asked IIT Kanpur to steer that national program, which for the first time will allow domains. Why is it important to us? It's important because imprint starts where research has brought and created certain new knowledge.
This is
So
a
imprint is
demonstration
all
of
about
Wirecast.
translating knowledge into viable technology and product. Techkriti also aims exactly the same. And to make it even more forceful, we also have now active participation from Indian National Academy of Engineering, which for the last few years has been sponsoring an event called Innovation in Manufacturing Practices. We all are by now well aware of the keenness of the present government, particularly the Honorable Prime
This is a
Minister,
demonstration
to see
of
that
Wirecast.
manufacturing actually assumes a very important proposition and vehicle for the country's economic growth. So putting all this together, Techkriti 2016, which is the 22nd event in a row, is very, very important. And it's also very, very momentous that we have amidst us today someone who once said, when freedom and liberty ends,
Demonstration of
the evil
Wirecast.
begins. A man who has championed freedom in a war-ravaged and trouble-torn country, president, and then completed 2 successful terms to steer the country, which was absolutely in shambles after the several aggressions and invasions,
This is a demonstration
and
of
brought it to a
Wirecast.
modern level. But I shared with him this morning his concerns about what remains to be done. And he strongly feels that India has a role to play. And he volunteered that he would like to speak only on that particular direction. So friends, obviously we are very keen to listen to him. But I also took my time and mentioned to him that what to an average Indian surprises and
This
defies
is a
logic
demonstration
is the
of
fact that
Wirecast.
Afghanistan, though is not our immediate neighbor, but has always been a very, very dear and close friend. Tracing back into the history, starting from the Kushan era, through the Buddhist creations in the Bahamian mountains, even what Tagore wrote in the form of his famous novel called Kabuli
This is
Walrus,
a demonstration of
and
Wirecast.
certainly in the recent times, the Frontier Gandhi or Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan, and now in the form of Dr. Hamid Karzai, India continues to have a very strong relationship and friendship with Afghanistan. I lamented that there was a time when we used to get many students from Afghanistan, and many Indians actually contributed towards development of Afghanistan. But he feels that a lot more needs to be done.
This is a
And we
demonstration
would
of
like
Wirecast.
to hear from him as to how this can happen. So, Techkriti is a platform for engineering and innovation. Techkriti is also a very important platform for brotherhood, for learning each other and making friendship. Together we exist. Together we forge ahead. And together we certainly can reach a success
This
which
is
we
a
can never make
demonstration of
by one
Wirecast.
single individual. Deepest appreciation and gratitude to His Excellency for agreeing to come and visit us despite this. Also grateful to the Honorable
This is a
Ambassador
demonstration of Wirecast.
of Afghanistan to India and the entire entourage of Dr. Karzai who are here. I would also like to record my personal appreciation and on behalf of the Institute the same feeling towards my brilliant young friends who are the architects of Techkriti 2016 and under the able guidance of my able colleagues, Professor Kamle, Professor Harish, Professor Vimal Kumar, Professor Shalad,
This
and many
is a
more.
demonstration of Wirecast.
IIT Kanpur stands for only one motto, and that is excellence. And there's no compromise about that. So we should always keep in mind, whatever we do, be it within the classroom or outside, we
Coming into office in 2000, he strived to rebuild the war-torn country.
Wirecast
Thank you very much.
is a
Professor
demonstration
Manna.
of
Madam, all. Only one night. In 1976, I decided to study in India. I came to Delhi. It was the month of July, and I straight went to the hostel of my cousin in the early. Kabul is a cold weather place. So I told her, is there a cooler place that we can go to? He said, yes, there's a place called Simla. Let's visit Simla and we'll find out. We took the train, we arrived in Simla, it's the month of July, the monsoon is there, and we, from the railway station, walked to the place where we were staying with some friends of his, and as we were walking,
This is a
we were
demonstration of
on a
Wirecast.
path, in an alley, by the side of, covered with trees, flying there, and I turned to my cousin, I said, college or no college, I'm not leaving this place, I'll stay. The same as a provisional student in one of the colleges called the Sanatan Dharam Bhargatwar College, STB. While studying there, one day as I was walking to the college along a bazaar called Meena Bazaar, two girls were coming from the opposite direction. I guess they were going to the university. The university and my college were in two opposite
This is a
directions.
demonstration of Wirecast.
One is on this side of the Simla Hill, the other is on the other side of the Simla Hill. And they were talking about an invasion of Afghanistan by the Soviet Union. And as they're crossing me, I heard them saying that the Soviets have invaded Afghanistan. Those days we didn't have televisions in our rooms or hostels, rarely at homes as well. And I suddenly get my identity as an Afghan and as a country invaded by a foreign force. Within a few months, I went back to visit our refugees in Pakistan. And right that day, I decided that as soon as I finished my studies, I'll go back to join the Afghan resistance. So, in 1982, as I finished my MA, I went to Afghanistan, back to the resistance. The resistance headquarters to the Soviets were in Pakistan. So I went and joined the Afghan resistance there. We, during those years in Afghanistan, as we were trying to liberate our country, faced two opposite impositions on our society, on the Afghan society.
This is a demonstration
One,
of Wirecast.
communism as imposed by the Soviet Union on us through force. The other, radicalism as imposed on us by our neighbor Pakistan, the United States, and some of their friends. So both of them wanted to use us to defeat the other. In the middle, the Afghan people, our values, our culture, our institutions, our economy, our environment were stepped over
This is a demonstration of
to
Wirecast.
almost total destruction. withdrawal of the Soviet Union from Afghanistan in 1989-90. And by the time the Afghan Mujahideen succeeded to go back to Kabul, Afghanistan saw a creeping invasion from our neighbor Pakistan. An invasion that you could not easily see. An invasion in our dress, in our clothes, in our appearance. That invasion brought further destruction to Afghanistan, resulting in the rise of radicalism, resulting in the rise of extremism, resulting in the export of all that violence and extremism and destruction on Afghanistan, on our life, on our society, on our education. By the time, dear students, by the time September 11 occurred in New York, that tragic incident, Afghanistan had been completely stepped over.
This is a
No
demonstration of
schools left, no
Wirecast.
university left, no life left, no economy left, no road left, no proper building standing in our country. I was at the time with my colleagues and many more working to get together of Afghans and for freeing our country from that creeping invasion from our neighbor. September 11 brought
This is a
immediately
demonstration
over
of
the big countries in the world, especially India and our neighbors, came to Afghanistan, and we, the Afghan people, joined hands with them to liberate ourselves, and that liberation happened in less than a month and a half. Afghanistan was liberated, we were free,
This is a demonstration
began
of
again.
Wirecast.
And as we began our new life on a democratic model of governance, allowing blossoms of the spring. In this endeavor of ours, in this huge effort of ours, our
This
greatest
is a
ally was
demonstration
India.
of Wirecast.
By contributing to Afghanistan 1,000 scholarships a year, the government of India would take 1,000 of our youth who graduated from schools to universities in India. The Afghan government would send some more students to
This
India.
is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Thousands of Afghans would come on their own study in India. So in the past 14 years, you would not believe the figures that I give you. In the past 14 years, nearly 60,000 Afghans have graduated from Indian universities and colleges. And have come back
This is a demonstration of
to
Wirecast.
join the society, the government, the economy, the politics, the media. In other words, that you in engineering would call power, I call it electricity. Transmission lines from north to south,
This
built
is a
with India's
demonstration of Wirecast.
dams, important of all, great contribution to the institutionalization of democracy in Afghanistan. A parliament building. The Prime Minister Narendra Modi
This is a
inaugurated
demonstration of
2 months ago.
Wirecast.
Narrating in beautiful words the civilizational,
This
cultural,
is a demonstration
political,
of Wirecast.
and all other links between Afghanistan and India. And basing our friendship, the friendship of the two people, on those inseparable links, links that not go away, links that are not separable. So,
This is a
the story
demonstration
of
of
India-Afghanistan
Wirecast.
friendship, ladies and gentlemen, dear students, is deep, profound, rooted in history, and you find it in every household in Afghanistan. In every household. People of my generation would speak to you of
This is a demonstration of
Devanand and
Wirecast.
Himamalan and Lata Mangeshkar and Muhammad Rafi. And the more serious ones would talk to you of Bade Ghulam Ali Khan and Munkarnath Thakur. The younger ones like yourself, of course, would be speaking about Shah Rukh Khan and Salman Khan and the new music.
This is a demonstration
This
of Wirecast.
Friendship has been added to, cemented, profoundly in the past 14 years. Because we in Afghanistan decided, as I became the president, with my colleagues, with my government, and indeed at the urging of the Afghan people, that India is the fundamental ally and friend of Afghanistan.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Whatever we ask of your government, they did it for us. To better Afghanistan. Over $2.5 billion were given to Afghanistan by India. Imagine, over $2.5 billion.
This is a demonstration
From
of
rural development
Wirecast.
to urban needs of Afghanistan, to education, to universities, and all of that. In other words, Afghanistan and India have an immense confluence of interest. Our interests meet. We are both threatened with extremism. We are both threatened with terrorism. We suffer from the same place.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Our threats are the same. Our interests are the same. Therefore, our future is dependent on the two of us working together. For a better India, for a better Afghanistan, and for a better region, for that matter, for a better Pakistan, because the Pakistani people also deserve peace and a better future, just like you. How do we reach that future? How do we get there? The only is by connecting well among all of us. That means our neighbor, India's neighbor, and Afghanistan's neighbor, our brothers in Pakistan, our neighbors in Pakistan.
Of Wirecast.
I'm sure the people want that. I hope the government, the establishment would allow it there. This is for prosperity. Don't give up. Therefore, India's Connect Central Asia vision is also Afghanistan's vision of prosperity. And I hope you,
This is a demonstration of
the
Wirecast.
engineering students, through your talent and your exploration in science and in technology, will make the distances short on the road. their students as the leaders of would be great. Some of them to politics. How will that happen? We don't believe. But within 85, 92 is only 7 years, I believe. Yes? I'm not good in counting things. Within 7 years, we were in Kabul, in our own country, and I was deputy foreign minister, what you call here foreign secretary.
This is a demonstration
And
of
within
Wirecast.
another 10 years, I suddenly became the president. Now, do you think that I wanted to be the president? No! At the situation I was, in the mountains of Afghanistan those days, trying to liberate my country, I was only hoping to be alive.
This
But then
is a
suddenly a
demonstration
call
of
came from Bonn from a
Wirecast.
meeting in Germany of all Afghans in the international community and said, well, you have been selected to lead Afghanistan. At that time I was 42 or 41. You know the rest of the story. Yes, Afghanistan has made immense progress in the past 14 years, as Professor Mana said. Yes, we are a lot better country, a lot connected country. We have thousands and thousands of educated, we have
This
better
is a
roads, we have all of
demonstration
that.
of Wirecast.
But we also suffer that will get past a civilized life among nations in this region. That we will not
This is a
need
demonstration of
these
Wirecast.
violent tools, some of us would not need these violent tools to promote policies or to reach objectives. That we will think of better ways, of Gandhian ways, of peaceful ways, of coexistence, of a civilized living together. Towards that objective, your burden of responsibility is heavier, greater, and I'm sure you'll prepare
This
for
is a
it.
demonstration of
As for student
Wirecast.
life, as for life, especially student life, is so cherishable, so sweet, so dear. Use every moment of it in the best possible manner. And as an elder today, as your professors would tell you, use it efficiently. Use it to learn better. Use it to focus better.
This is a
Use it to
demonstration
be
of
creative
Wirecast.
for our world, scientifically innovative, and yet use it to make our world of tomorrow a better place for us to live and for our children to live, make it environmentally better. Use technology to bring us our greenery back. Use technology to take the smoke away from our cities. Use technology to bring us cleaner water. And use technology to free us from bottled water.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Had our ancestors long time back thought, when we were beginning the Industrial Revolution, of the consequences of that, they would have definitely done differently. So that's the task for you. Ours will be prayers and encouragement with
This
you in
is a
your classroom.
demonstration of
But that's not
Wirecast.
possible. You must have, I'm sure you've heard, you've seen that lovely Indian song, Dil Doomta Hai, Phir Wahi Fursate Raat Hoti. In my case, मेरा दिल डूबता है वही फुर्सती of student days रात होती.
This is a
But that's not
demonstration
possible.
of Wirecast.
And as another lovely song says, जिंदगी की सफर में गुजर जाते हैं जो मकाम. So use the moment and prepare for tomorrow. And I wish that someday some of you will be in Afghanistan as tourists, as visitors, as the closest friends of the Afghan
This is a
people.
demonstration of Wirecast.
Thank you, His Excellency, for enlightening us and sharing your words of wisdom. I'm pretty sure the audience would like to ask you a few questions. So, does anybody from the audience have any questions?
Well, I can't see you, but you can see me, so how do we know who's...
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Respected sir, in your speech, in your talk today, you mentioned a state in Afghanistan when there were no schools, no institutes of higher education. Maybe we in India haven't seen such a state in our lives, in our limited life, we haven't seen such a state in front of us. And maybe because of that, many a times we do not understand the importance of education in nation building.
This is a demonstration
And that is
of
why
Wirecast.
I'd like you to elaborate your views, give your opinion about the importance of education in nation building.
Well, I think the answer to your question, my friend, can be found in one word.
This is a demonstration
India,
of Wirecast.
after independence, is the best example of a country resorting to the best form of nation building through education. And through bringing an education and an improved standard of living
This
through
is a
agricultural
demonstration
reforms
of
in
Wirecast.
keeping with India's needs and conditions. So yes, education is one of the most important pillars of nation building because it brings capacity, and capacity is strength, and strength brings.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Hello, sir. Welcome you to IIT Kanpur. Sir, you mentioned the insurgence of radicalism in Afghanistan and how you fought it so closely and successfully. Can you tell us ways in which we can identify this radicalism at its very root so that we never have to go through the suffering that a country has to go through when radicalism
This is a demonstration
basically
of
increases?
Wirecast.
Well, as I described the Afghan situation, Afghanistan was a deeply believing Muslim country, but not a radical country. People believe in religions. Each person in his or her own religion. In case of Afghanistan, as I referred to in my remarks, as the Soviet Union came to Afghanistan and they were a communist entity on us in a society, in a culture that was not accepting it, that did not accept it. So we began to fight. They were supporting us for their own purposes, which we learned later, not at that time. So they tried to turn us into religious radicals. So they could defeat the Soviet Union, and that was then,
This is a demonstration of
it is
Wirecast.
today, an instrument of policy to some in our region. And I hope religions will be left alone and not used as political tools. And I hope we all
Is a demonstration of
rather
Wirecast.
than pursuing national interests at any cost, rather than engaging in zero-sum games, I think we must begin to see that other people have interests too, and that we should respect that. That way, radicalism will no longer be.
To keep the session brief, this is the last question we are entertaining.
Can you please brief upon the point how women empowerment is necessary for our nation building?
I got the nation building part. I didn't get the
Women empowerment.
women.
How is women empowerment important in nation
Oh
building?
yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Now, when we began to draft our new constitution, to vote at least for 2 women in parliament. Today, Afghanistan's parliament has
This is a
27% of it
demonstration
as
of
women.
Wirecast.
The largest women. And when this energy was unleashed, and people said Afghan women dominated the Afghan media. Press is in their hands. They're back in schools as teachers, they're back in banks as bankers, they're back in business as business women. Half of the society, or as the stronger half of the society, have an immense contribution to make to nation building. Without them, we will be paralyzed and not a nation building.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
We have governors who are women, we have ambassadors, women, we have in our diplomatic corps, women, we have them everywhere. We don't yet have a president. I'm sure we'll have one soon.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Let me just add, Dr. Karzai actually he himself said that he would like to interact with the students. So you all seem to be raising very serious questions. I'm surprised you're not asking what is his, who is his favorite film star or the sports star and so on. He lived in India for quite some time and he's very knowledgeable about India.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Well, by the way, we have done very well in cricket in Afghanistan. You wouldn't believe it. Within 5 years, when it started about 8 years ago, 9 years ago, we reached, what is that called? That's on the 2020? 2020. And under 19, we have won too many matches. Of course, we allowed India to defeat us. So we have done well in cricket, and you will see us soon on the pitch in New Delhi or in Bombay, and let's talk then. Thank you. With the help of India, they contributed a lot of money to our cricket in their I would like to thank His Excellency Dr. Hamid Karzai for agreeing to come to Techkriti and also for his very interesting speech. I think every one of us, students, faculty, everybody loved your speech. So thanks a lot for the inspiring speech. And I would like to also apologize for some of the difficulties you might have faced because of traffic, because of so many people on the streets, etc., and some difficulties. But please bear with us. We are trying to do our best. And Dr. Karzai is very, very cooperative. He is very dynamic. He likes to work. So I hope your country also moves as fast as you are walking. Okay. So I would like to thank the staff of DOSA. I'd like to thank Professor Manna, of course, for all the support he's agreed, which he has accorded to us. And I think our Techkriti team has done a wonderful job. So I would like to really thank you to the Techkriti team for the wonderful job. So I think thank you to the local administration and police intelligence and for making this talk happen, and for the press and all the people for participating in the show. Thank you very much.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast. 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 This is a demonstration of Wirecast.